Like, people really don't know who you are right now. And if people do know who you are, creating a physical presence for yourself is gonna make your brand grow and expand even larger, because everybody wants to participate in the growth of your company. And by you giving them the opportunity to purchase every single day, you're giving yourself the opportunity to actually grow. What I'm about to share with you will be very shocking. I understand people is making millions of dollars online, but before we did that, we was taking it to the street. All right, my name is Marlon Watts. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the CEO and co-founder of WRLDINVSN. All right, and we started our brand with 12 shirts and $120, and we turned it into a multi-million-dollar clothing brand. All right, we started this channel specifically to give you guys the jewels and tips that it takes to be successful. All right, but first, what I want to share with you guys is that we really didn't hit our first stride when we wasn't being active, and what we call it is taking it to the streets. A lot of you guys see the amount of money that we make online, hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month. But literally when we first got started and when we first started scaling, we really started to attack in-person sales. So I really want to tell y'all a story about really when we got started, we were hitting college universities, we was doing pop-up shops, we were doing different festivals, and we was being successful doing that. But it wasn't until we decided to go all into the brand and open up an establishment, which we opened up a kiosk in Oakwood Mall, is when we really started to, make more sales. It's when we really started to make $10,000 plus per month. All right, and the reason why we picked a kiosk, and we also did a pop-up shop truck as well, over a store, was because we wanted to continue to stay mobile. Our whole thing was we wanted to go to our customers instead of waiting on our customers to come to us. And when you have a physical store, you're really, bounded to that one area. When you have a pop-up shop truck, you're able to go anywhere you want to go. When you have a kiosk, what we really liked about it was short-term leases. So it was way more affordable as well, where we didn't have to pay for a light bill, we didn't have to pay for Wi-Fi, we didn't have to pay for, electric bill. All of that came by literally just renting out that kiosk inside of the mall. All right, and so specifically, we got 3 kiosk locations inside of our city. We had one that was actually 3 to 4 hours away from us, and we was managing 3 locations. Per location, we was able to do $20,000 to $30,000 at these locations. And also the most important thing that we was gathering was data. We tell you guys all the time, like data, data, data. That's what you're gonna actually start using to grow your online, which we did as well. While we was actually getting these kiosks going, we was building so much traction in our local area, because now people was always seeing our brand. People was always going to the mall saying that they seen our store, seeing our product hanging up. And now inside of the mall, we was seeing multiple people wearing the product around. So we was able to literally to explode within our local area, which actually grew our brand regionally as long as nationally, because not only the city that you may be in, people are always going to come in and out of the city. So you're going to actually be able to acquire new customers. So the whole thing about this was us putting ourselves in position to acquire new customers every single day. And a lot of times when you just getting started with your brand, or you scaling your brand, you may not be the best at creating content, or you don't have that ad budget that you really need to get your product in front of a multitude of people. So being able to stay mobile with either a pop-up shop truck or a kiosk is going to give you one of the best, visibilities for you and yourself to be able to make sales inside your brand every single day. All right, if you really somebody that's ready to take the next steps, in maybe getting a kiosk, what you need to do is start looking at surveying your local mall. Like, go out to multiple malls, like see the target audiences that's walking in those malls. Go to the mall in the morning, go to the mall in the afternoon, see the traffic. Go to the mall on a weekday, go to the mall on a weekend. Go around and ask the other kiosks, like, how do they do? How do they feel? Specifically people that may also be in your niche. Because if you selling apparel, but you go ask the guy that sells technology equipment, you're not going to really get the answer that you're looking for. All right, the next thing you want to do is you're going to want to go to your mall leasing office, all right? They're going to be able to tell you how much it actually is to be inside of that mall. You're going to want to make sure that you're looking at locations. What we notice is that a lot of our clients was coming out of Foot Locker and Forever 21. So we made it important, and we was right there by the food court. If you could get a food court slot, that's gonna be one of the best. But we was right there by Forever 21 and Foot Locker, and a lot of our customers came out of those stores, and you know what they did when they just bought something? They just bought some shoes. They came right to our kiosk and got a shirt to match or got a set to match. All right, and then the last thing I want you to really make sure you have is a plan to have merchandise. So many of our students start kiosks, so many of the people that we know that start kiosks realize that the biggest thing that keeps them away from scaling and getting to 30 and 40 and 50,000 a month is them just not having enough merch. So now that you're gonna have a distribution strategy and a distribution outlet for yourself, you need to make sure that you're stocking up on as many of the winning products that you have as possible, because that's how you actually going to make the cash that you need. So if you're somebody that's ready and you actually want us to help you scale up your kiosk, we specifically want to work with you. So go ahead on and check the link inside of the description. We have something for you. If you're somebody that's not ready, I also have something for you. I just want to let you know what the next steps is that you need to take. All right, you need to actually be going out and doing what we call the backpack method. That means you're going to have product on you at all times. You shouldn't leave the house without product. You should always be wearing product. Product should be in the trunk. Once you graduate from the backpack method, the next thing you want to do is start doing consistent pop-up shops. All right, this is going to be different from just a pop-up truck, because a pop-up truck, you're going to actually need to invest into that. That's going to be a larger investment. When I'm saying with a pop-up shop, that can be going to your local college, that could be going to your local event, that could be doing farmers markets, that could be doing Atlanta streetwear market. That's going to be popping up and creating an experience for your customer at a more affordable rate for you, or it may be something that's just a one-time payment and not something recurring. All right, in those pop-up shops, what you're going to start doing is really start realizing what's the why that you're selling, what's the true winning products that you have, and that's when you're going to really go all in, and you're going to realize that, man, if I'm able to do 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 at the pop-up shop, if I was able to be open all the time, I can make even more money. And that's when you're really going to be in position to go out and start maybe getting a kiosk or maybe go and get a store. And that's when you're really going to be ready to contact us and work with us as well. But for right now, I need you to continue focus on selling as much merchandise as possible. All right, before I wrap up this video, I really just want y'all to understand how important it really is to be able to get out here in the streets and promote your brand. Like, people really don't know who you are right now. And if people do know who you are, creating a physical presence for yourself is going to make your brand grow and expand even larger, because everybody wants to participate in the growth of your company. And by you giving them the opportunity to purchase every single day, you're giving yourself the opportunity to actually grow. Like I said, it wasn't until we actually opened up those kiosk locations and started being able to make sales every single day that we reached our first $10,000 a month. And all I'm just trying to do is translate that information to you guys. Once again, if you're ready to open up your kiosk and go crazy, we got something for you inside the description. Go ahead on and fill that out. If you're not ready, I need you right now. Go and get your bag together, call in as many people as you can, go and schedule your next pop-up shop, because you need to go out and make sales. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, run us up. I'm Marlon, the co-owner and CEO of WRLDINVSN, and we out.